Okay.
All right, you good?
We'll see. If I pass out, just come over
and get any good help anywhere.
Come on and kick me.
It's hot. You want to feel hot? Take your hand and put it on the hood of that car right there.
Black car's always hotter. Always. Right?
Hello, fly.
Oh. What's up, Purist? I'm Bob Goodson. This is Mark Lamaskin of Performance Auto Sport. And we're hanging out up here in the Blue Ridge Mountains, which has turned out to be an amazing day. Yesterday it was 50% chance of rain. Right now
we almost canceled this because we weren't sure whether it was going to rain or not.
Yeah, but the locals were like, nah, you need to come because but this fine example of a car, like, we really need to hide behind it. Doesn't exhibit 30,000 miles, but it's got 30,000 miles on it.
30,000 fun miles.
Fun miles. That's 100% true. This car has a slew of mods, yet looks like a factory 93 or 90, if you know, for the spoiler.
The double stack rear wing.
Yeah, Saleen with the wheels and later upgraded brakes. But man, this car, I've been in this car with its previous owner, and it will absolutely corner and haul.
Even hauling you around?
Well, how about hauling me around? As a beef.
There's a bee. He was in my hair earlier, and I guess he didn't like it, so he went to your lack of hair.
Yeah, he's going over. Anyways, this is what I love. To me, this is all Purist, right? To me, this is what I started this brand for, is because of cars and things like this. It has the factory look to it, but it's a wolf in sheep's clothing when it comes to it. Just looking at dyno sheets, puts down 438 to the tire. And
no, it was 470.
478. I've been corrected by Paul. Once again,
that's a big difference.
Yeah, 478. Sorry.
And we don't normally do modified cars on the channel, at least with me.
Right.
But this car was built so well. It's exactly the way that I would have done it too. And the fact that it's just such a nice, clean example. And the owner has actually driven the car some, even though the tires are how old?
14 years old.
14 years old. It needs tires on. But
wait. Now, how long have you had new tires sitting for it?
Over a year.
It's been sitting in the garage
over a year. But this car has just got the iconic look with the gold sterns, the gold graphics. It screams 80s and 90s, but it will perform and handle even with the cars of today.
Yeah.
Because it's supercharged. It has a built motor. It's got full Maximum Motorsports, and unlike most Foxbody Mustangs, it'll stop.
Yes.
Because it's got Brembos on.
Yep, 2000 R Brembos. And kudos to the Joe Ackerman was the one that started down the path with this car some almost 20 years ago, Paul.
Yeah.
And at the time, these were used cars that were not going for the big money we see today, like really big money today. I mean, it was expensive in its day for it being an original paint, mostly unmodified car at the time, but he took it to the next level. And he's a lot like us in wanting that look.
Oh yeah, this would be so much fun to drive.
Executed it so well. It's a mountain corner carver, and it will absolutely go straight too, man. But Vortech Supercharged with a trick flow top end kit, torque arm panhard bars, you mentioned, coilovers, and then big brakes all around. That makes for a healthy combo on a 3,000 pound car.
And then stock Ford seats. Which this is a rare car because it's got stock Ford leather, but it's probably one of my most favorite things about the car because the seats absorb the suspension. It makes it ride and drive nice, and you're not worried about flow fit material and the seats having issues and everything else. If you needed to recover a set of these seats, there's a bazillion seats out there for other cars that you could put in it.
Yep.
That aren't Saleen necessarily.
Yep.
And it just makes it a more comfortable car to drive.
The car itself is very unique with the gold graphics and it being a black car. Likely had the gold ARE 5-spoke rims on it from Saleen. I didn't see it on. Bless you. Sorry.
All right, we're just filming here. It's no big deal. I sneezed earlier, so you're allowed.
But the typical Saleen appointments of that time.
And the other really unique thing about this is what? And you know better than anybody, this middle of this rear wing is not lifting. and they all have a tendency after time and life to bow up, especially a dark color one that's getting the heat, and it's not, it's stuck down.
Yeah, the early ones I've found seem to have, like early as in the ones that were produced 90-ish, because they're fiberglass. They don't seem to move as much.
They don't warp.
Yeah, the later ones that are molded and injected pieces tend to lift up 91-ish. But the double stack wing is another part. I honestly, that's my favorite.
Well, I pointed it out.
All of it, because it reminds me of a Porsche 993 Turbo with that at the end.
Do that again? All right.
I should have said that's a one-time show, but for you,
I wanted everybody at home to see that. You don't usually get that fluid motion with Bob.
True.
We're just hoping he doesn't fall down out here.
Yeah, that would not be good. Just kick me over and take over one. So pull me out of the shot and we'll be good.
No, we'll drag you.
Yeah.
Well, we were really excited to see this car because it's just so well built. And having been around these cars for years, having owned a performance shop, it is amazing to see what people have done and how they've ruined a nice car.
Yep.
You know, and then to see a car that's built with this caliber, that runs, drives, works, and it was built a long time ago, and everything still works right.
Yeah, that's a testament to
to Joe.
Yeah, Joe's ability. I mean, knowing him and his details. I mean, he does do things and build stuff for people for a living that has to be safe. You know, so in that mindset, he's very detailed. There's a 3-inch thick binder that's billowing of every single purchase he made on this car. So, but there you go. Maybe we need to go and run this thing against them.
We are on the top of a mountain, and the interstate's down there, so all the noise from the interstate's coming up here.
This is one of those. We had to do this, and thanks to the owner, because he's got multiple cars, and they're actually taking time out of their day away from families stuff to help us here. But man, I mean, look, even the 14-year-old tires. I mean, they're Pilot Sports. I mean, that's a good tire in its day. It's a sticky tire. So I don't know. There's not much more to say other than
we're just happy to get an opportunity to feature the car because it's just such a nice, unique, well-built, fun car. And I think it's one of his favorite cars he has in his collection.
Yeah.
He says number one. The number one car in the collection. But he can't seem to find time to put tires on it. He's had tires for a year.
I sell them every day.
Yeah, he sells them every day.
That's it. Yeah.
Tires it is.
What was it? For how many years you approached the previous owner every time you saw him?
A good 5 years.
Yeah, 5 years.
5 years.
Hey, I want to buy it. Hey, I want to buy it.
And I've had it almost 5 years.
How many miles have you put on it?
A little over 1,000.
A little over 1,000 miles in 5 years.
But you've driven it from here to Ponies in the Smokies, which is a couple hours away, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I went to a big show at the Michelin in Greenville, South Carolina.
Oh, yeah, Michelin.
Michelin,
Yeah.
Yep. Well, we're happy that you brought it out, even though you're only a couple miles away. And your wife brought us food and coffee, so I can't complain at all.
She was catering today.
She was craft services today.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes. I appreciate it. Now we just need a little air conditioning because it's really warm out here. I thought the mountains are supposed to be cool.
Yeah, I did too, man. And I live in the mountains on the other side.
Man, you got lots of glistening on that head of yours.
I bet I do.
Yeah.
Because it's humid, and this is not normal weather in this area. But thanks, Paul.
No problem.
This thing's awesome. Can't wait to go for a cruise a little later. Stay tuned. I'll have other video. Yeah, we got moving footage. So
we're going to have moving footage.
So, but as always, whether you're driving or storing, I'm always enjoying them. Thank you, Mark. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the like button. We appreciate you watching. Peace.